mean, I don't know why I felt the need to do this. I don't know why anyone would find this entertaining. Hey, what is up, you guys? Welcome to my channel, or back to my channel if you are new here. My name is Ivy, and today we are going to be filming arguably the dumbest video on the internet, where I'm going to rank every Disney Channel original movie musical. So we are going to be doing 14 of them, where I rank them from most cringy to least cringy. Now, a little backstory on why. I mean, I don't know why I felt the need to do this. I don't know why anyone would find this entertaining, but in this odd time in the world, the only entertainment that I have found satisfying is fluff TV with, you know, not a whole lot of drama, preferably with musical or dancing numbers. So what is more perfect than a Disney Channel original movie musical? And now with Disney Plus, the world is your oyster. So go and watch them all. So we're gonna be starting with the fun ones, the bad ones, and coming up at 14 as the worst, we have Sharpay's Fabulous Adventure. Now, this movie, I feel like I don't even need to explain why it's the worst one, because it came out in 2011, which is a couple years after the last High School Musical came out, and you can tell it was directed for the people who liked High School Musical because, like, their older sisters or, like, their older brothers liked High School Musical, because it, like, I don't even know if a 9-year-old could enjoy that movie. It is so immature. Basically, Sharpay goes to New York, her dog falls in love with another dog, there's, like, a cute guy there that she gets with. It is just bad, and I don't even know if you can consider it a musical. It's written that it's like a musical, but there's only 4 songs in it. She sings every single one of them, and none of them are just like random breakdown songs, which, you know, are the best ones. Coming up 13 on my list is Descendants 2. Now, Descendants 2 is also one of those ones that I feel like was made for 9-year-olds. I mean, I feel like it was the second movie. I'm attached to these characters, I like them, and then they put in stuff that's just like very juvenile, like the talking dog, and I just don't understand why they felt like that was necessary. And I mean, it does come back at the end and it's useful and she needs it, but like, it's just a little silly, and I wasn't a huge fan of like the new villain, Emma, I don't know her name. I just didn't really like her character. Wasn't my favorite. Number 12 is Teen Beach Movie. Now, this one, it's like there's nothing super cringy about it or bad about it. It's just like not good. Like I mean, the dancing is good, don't get me wrong, the dancing's good, but like I'm not, you know, super attached to the characters. The storylines, it's just a little bit like not great, and it's like overall I just feel like not that much happens, and it's just not the best. The next couple are ones that I feel like the first 3 are just like full out bad, like they're not great movies, but the next ones I feel like they all have something great about them, but there was just like one thing that just didn't do it for me, that really just made me have to like shift it down on the ladder. Starting that, at number 11 we have Descendants 3. Now, not to bash on Descendants, I loved this movie. I remember watching it. I also think it helps if I watch them in the middle of the night. It's like I don't need to be entertained as much. And I liked this movie. I remember like really liking the characters. I was like, man, this one might be better than the first one. I just, like, it was it for me. And then I watched Alex Meyer's video of it. And I conveniently skipped all of the songs because it was before I was planning on making this video, and I just frankly didn't want to listen to them. Well, in his video, when he was talking about it, he did include the songs, and oh my god, they were not good. They weren't great. They weren't great. First of all, Mel has a song about her trying to be good when she's bad in every single movie, and I would honestly rather just like have a reprise of If Only in every movie, because that song slaps. All right, slaps. I mean, one part in this movie, they have a dance battle with like soldier uniforms that have like a spell, and that's how they defeat them, is having a dance battle. Now, I would have taken that as an opportunity of having a great yet non-violent battle to add into this Disney movie for you know, all the aggressive kids out there. But a dance battle, like, think of it, if you want to have a dance battle, think of another plot line than like defeating someone through a dance battle. Just, it wasn't it. So that brings us to number 10, which is Teen Beach Movie 2. Now, I have beef with this movie. So during quarantine, because I feel like I have so much extra time, if I watch like the first episode of a show or 30 minutes of a movie, I'm going to finish the entire movie or finish the entire series because I've already invested my time into that. You know what I mean? I mean, because nothing else is like a pressing issue for me to get done right now, because I literally am not allowed to do anything. Even though I didn't like the first one, I was like, no, I'm gonna watch the second one. I want to watch it. I want to watch it. Also, like, why do I keep sitting back like this? Like, no. So I was like, no, you know what? I'm gonna give it a chance. So of course I watched this in the middle of the night, and I'm like, this movie slaps. I was like, this is amazing. I was like, this could be in like top 5 on the list. I was like, this is everything. Like, songs, you know, pretty good. The dancing, amazing. Tanner's character, I mean, Tanner's character was like the perfect mixture of funny that kids think it's funny, but like funny enough to adults that it's not like, okay, just stop. I loved the storyline. I love how it was like kind of the same thing but mixed up. I was like, this movie is amazing. And then it ended. I just invested 3 hours into a movie for it to end the exact same way the series started. Excuse me? I cannot believe that that is how that movie ended. I mean, I understand. They were trying to give Layla like her day in the sun. Love that for her. But why couldn't have they just made the same movie when they got back, where Layla had her day in the sun in the movie and she was a strong, independent, fierce woman? And Brady and Mac remembered each other. But no, they literally just do exactly how the series started, but switched Brady and Mac's characters. I officially hate that movie and I will never rewatch it ever again. The next one's not too interesting. Number 9, High School Musical 3. Now, I feel like there's nothing like super bad about this movie. The songs are pretty good. I like how we get to see a little bit more of Ryan. But at this point, like, I don't know, I feel like High School Musical really wasn't ever my, you know, my shit. It just never really did it for me. I mean, I like the songs, it's okay, but there's still a good amount of cringe in it. I mean, Gabriella literally calls Troy Wildcat. Like, that's his name. That's some kinky stuff right there. I thought it was cute at the end of the play, how like the people in the play came out and they like honored their seniors. Like, I thought that was cute, and there was like cute things in it, but there was just like nothing, you know, it was just a movie. I don't know, I feel like I definitely like the cheesy leather outfits, bad Disney movies. Like, I feel like those entertain me more than like the realistic ones. Coming in at number 8, we have Descendants 1. Now, I have no bad things to say about this movie. Again, I feel like as with High School Musical 3, there's nothing super bad about it. There's nothing, you know, phenomenal. You know, it needed a little spice. At number 7, we have High School Musical 1. Now, again, I am not a High School Musical gal. This movie literally came out when I was 4 years old. I just don't feel like I have that nostalgia attached to it. I just feel like it is one of those cheesy high school movies, and like I've seen them all before. This one just has singing. Plus, I hate that they had Drew Seeley sing for Zac Efron, because frankly, Zac Efron can sing. Simon Cowell literally offered him a record deal, and they're having Drew Seeley sing. Like, if you didn't think that Zac Efron was talented enough for him to sing, just give Drew Seeley the part. Okay, and now we are getting up to the part of the list which is my favorite, because these are the movies that really just slapped and that I have a lot to say about. Now, coming in at number 6 is one of my newly found favorite Disney Channel original movie musicals, which is Zombies 2. Now, the Zombies movies, they're cringe, you know, as they all are. But one thing I love about them which we will talk a little bit more when we talk about Zombies 1, is the message behind them. Now, the reason why this one is ranked so much lower than the first one is because the storyline just kind of sucked. But the reason why this one is so high on my list is because the songs slap. Round of applause for those songs. They are bangers, alright? Bangers. Do It Like the Zombies Do. I mean, it doesn't have a great message, but it's a banger. Gotta Find Where I Belong. Queen Pop Off. Someday Reprise. Amazing. The one at the end that's called like All for One. I mean, they're basically all take off of High School Musical songs, but it's okay. That one, amazing. The songs are so good. There's one song, alright, in this movie that just, oh, what is that song? 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 That, it is my mission. We got a goal in mind. Save our tradition. That is the bottom line. We're always winning. Look how the trophies shine. You're going down. Buried you back underground. I'm the one who stands up for the people. I embrace diversity. Treat everyone as equal. Said is thoughtful. Thanks. He's a natural born leader. True. And if you think about it, Bucky is neither. Yo, I will win this race. I'm a true rock star. Mirrors of my face. Your ego made your head so big you can't see. You got no shot to be me. I know you with me. If you with me, stand up. Know where you win if you go against us. I know we'll be victorious. You want to battle with the best. Good luck, good luck. You need a leader who looks out for the crowd. Then I'm winning. The rest, I feel like were very, very hard for me to rank. I'm always like, oh, that one has to be really high. I love that movie. And then I think of like one part and I'm like, no. So I have number 5 as Camp Rock 1. Now, I like Camp Rock 1. I like how the singing is incorporated into the plot line. I like Mitchie's character. Now, the reason why this one is so low on the list is because I want more Jonas Brothers. I mean, Joe's the only one in it, and even though he is my favorite now, at that age, Nick was the shit. Also, like, whatever Major Loser. Did anyone actually do that? So coming in at number 4, I was going to have a lot higher on my list because I like this movie, and this one is definitely the movie that I feel like I grew up with, was like the movie I always wanted to watch when I was younger. But there was one thing that I remembered about it that I just couldn't make it in like the top 2, and that is Camp Rock 2. Now, I love Camp Rock 2. 1, Demi Lovato's hair, phenomenal. Wouldn't change a thing. Amazing. Nick Jonas, I mean, the list goes on and on. Like, can you be here all day for me to talk about it? I love it. Now, the thing that I just can't get over about this movie is the one song in it where they go over and they're like gonna challenge the other camp, and they're like, Camp Rock. What was that? I mean, I feel like that is just so cringy. Like, I just can't with that part. But other than that, I really do like that movie. I like how, I feel like all of these movies have like a lesson to be told in them. And I like how in Camp Rock, like, they don't win. Like, they lose in both movies. And in this one, I feel like it's especially sad because it's not just Mitchie. Like, it's everybody, and you can't really be happy for anybody because, like, none of the people you liked won. And, like, I definitely feel like this one is like a more meaningful message for the age of kids that would be watching this, because it's very often the case where when you're younger, you're just told, you know, we're all winners, and it's like, no, we're not. We're losers, you know? That's why I feel like High School Musical is so low on my list, because it's all about like doing what you love and not sticking with stereotypes. But at least, like, my experience with high school, like, if you played basketball and you wanted to audition for a musical, or if you were a math nerd and wanted to audition for a musical, no one would care. Okay, coming to the nitty-gritty, the top 2.
Editing Ivy here. I literally forgot to put in number 3. I did this entire list, and after sitting here contemplating refilming the entire video, I figured I would just add this in, but it's High School Musical 2, and I feel like I don't need to say that much about it. It's a good movie.
Number 2 on my list is Zombies. This movie is like pretty juvenile, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, this is a problem I do have with this movie. Is the one reason why Camp Rock and High School Musical are less cringy than some of the other ones is because half of the songs are incorporated into the plot line. So for like High School Musical, the first song, Every Day, and the second one, like, they're incorporated into the plot. They would have been there whether it was a musical or not, and even though they break out into songs at random points, a lot of the songs are justified. Now this one, the songs are very abrupt. They just start singing. However, the dancing is amazing. There is one dance scene, it's when they're in like the zombie like bunker thing after Zed wins the football game and like everyone's celebrating and Zoe's like cheerleading. So cute. The song goes on for forever in a day because of the dancing. Now if they would have just like marketed these movies as being dance movies with singing, I would have been like, yes, love the dancing. But because they're singing movies with dancing, I'm like, okay, like not enough has happened in the plot, like get on with it. You know what I mean? Like I just feel like because the singing works, they don't look outside the box. But like for this one and for Teen Beach Movie, which I'm pretty sure was choreographed by the same person, the dancing is so good. I feel like they should have made them dancing movies with singing, and then the singing would have been less odd. And then finally at number 1, oh okay, no, I want to keep talking about Zombies. So the reason why this is so high on my list is because in my opinion this one has the best message, the one that kids actually need to hear, and that is about like discrimination and prejudice and accepting people for who they are, whether they look like you or they act like you or they sound like you or not. And this one is like, I feel like a lot of these, like the little lessons that get put into Disney movies, you can be taught at home, but this one, like if your parents are prejudiced or racist, like you're not getting taught that, you're getting taught the opposite. But this one, like it teaches kids like a hard lesson. You know, you look at this movie and you're like, oh, like it's so juvenile, it's so little kiddish, like it's silly, blah blah blah. And it's like, yeah, but someone probably went to school and saw someone getting made fun of because they looked different or acted different or sounded different, and we're like, well, you shouldn't do that, like it's like Zed. And it's like a cool thing, and I just feel like the message in this one is so good, and they do such a good job at it because like they are really mean to the zombies, and it's like full out discrimination. Like it has some hard stuff in that movie. Another thing I also really like about this movie is the character Addison. Addison is by far the best female protagonist in any of these movies. She literally is so nice. She just wants everyone to love each other. She sees no problem with the zombies. She like goes right up to them when other people like don't want to touch them because they're dirty or like think that they like smell or something, and she like has no problem being around them. She's the first person to accept the werewolves in the second one, but then they still have her own insecurities, and even though she's so good at accepting other people, she cannot accept herself, which is so freaking true. Oh, and then the part where she's like, she chooses cheerleading over the zombies is another thing that I feel like is they made a character that is what little kids should be looking up and striving to be, but they still make her realistic enough. Sorry, I feel like I look bald. They still make her realistic enough that she's not gonna give up what she has dedicated her whole life to people she doesn't know. Enough talking about zombies, my $1 million baby. And now on to one, the final hurrah of this video. The least cringy Disney movie musical out there is Lemonade Mouth. Now, surprisingly, I was not one of those people who was like raging about Lemonade Mouth when no one heard about it. I just watched Lemonade Mouth for this video, and it has everything. One thing that I was not going to mark at 1 for this reason, but then decided to, is I feel like this, along with Sharpay's Fabulous Adventure, is like, it says it's a musical, but they never break out in song where it doesn't make sense. So like, why is it called a musical? But they're still singing, and it doesn't, I don't know. It's a musical. But this movie had everything. I loved all of the characters, the songs were great. The thing that was so good about this movie was the ending. The ending was, I have not one bad thing to say about it. The fact that they got so popular, amazing. The fact that they let, is her name Mo? I forget what her name is. Jasmine from Aladdin, its boyfriend, into the band. Amazing. Amazing. That would have never happened in any other Disney movie. And like the ending of all endings, where the entire movie is a letter to her dad. Biggest plot twist in any of these movies. Are you kidding me? I mean, that was just like the cherry on top. The one thing that really did it for this movie. But yeah, so let me know what you think of my list. And the most random, pointless video on the internet. I'm sorry if I was obnoxiously annoying. I really, really tried to be funny in this video without being obnoxious, but I think I've come to the conclusion where I can't do that. Like, I'm just gonna be obnoxious. But anyway, that is all I have for you guys today. I hope you are all staying safe and staying happy with your families. I will see you in my next video. Bye. No one make a much better president. Tell him your reasons. I'm a real human. There's no danger in that. You're real monsters, man. What if they turn back? We ain't monsters, man. We win the football games. We join the cheer squad. Monsters wouldn't do those things. We got a good attitude. Dude, you eat brains.